Hey everyone, today I wanted to show off a model I created in Autodesk Fusion. I created a parametric lid model so you can measure existing containers, measure the threads, input those measurements into the parameters, and then it will spit out the correct size lid for you. So I'm going to show off 3 different size lids here that are all pretty different. This is just a Mountain Dew bottle, and it's got pretty narrow, maybe I guess deep, I don't know what you'd call that, threads, and it printed out just fine. The next one is on the opposite end of the spectrum as this. It's a little bit bigger, and the threads are rounded and really thick, and there's only about a little over 1 revolution, and again, printed no problem. And the last jar is right in between these two. It's still rounded, has a little bit more depth to it, so not quite as big as this one, not quite as small as these. And again, the lid works well. Okay, so here you can see the model in Fusion, and you can see the parameters that I have set up, and we'll just run through these really quickly. So these first 4 are the ones you're going to have to measure on your bottle or container. So you've got the major diameter, the minor diameter, the height, and the pitch. I will go into some more detail at the end of this video on how to measure those, but really quickly, the major diameter is the outside diameter of the threaded portion of your container, including the threads. The minor diameter is the outside diameter, not including the threads. And then, of course, the height is the height that you want your cap to be, and that's going from the inside of the cap to the top here, so not including the thickness of the top wall. And then the pitch is the measurement between threads. Once you have those 4 measurements, you input them right here. And then you can change some things to your preference. So clearance is going to be how tight of a fit it is. So I have a little sketch here that I can turn on. And so this inner circle here represents this minor diameter, and the outer circle represents the major diameter. So if we go to a top view, right now, let me switch my camera to orthographic so we can get a better look here. So you can see this line right here is the inner diameter of our lid. So here's the major diameter of the jar or container. Here's the inner diameter of the threads, and then here is the minor diameter of that container. So right now we have a clearance of 0.2. So if you wanted it to be a little bit more sloppy, or if your printer needs a little bit more, has some tolerance issues, you could bump this up to 0.3, and you'll see it update on the left. And there you can see the clearance has changed. So what I typically do on a smaller lid, like that Mountain Dew bottle, I would just do like a 0.1 clearance. And then for larger ones, like the larger bottle that you saw me make in the beginning, I might do a 0.2 or even a 0.3. It's something you can play with and see how much slop you need. The thickness, the wall thickness, is just simply, let's get back out here, and I'm going to turn my camera back on to perspective. The wall thickness is exactly what it sounds like. It's the thickness of the wall, so you can bump this down to 1.2, whatever you want. Typically, you want to put this in increments of 0.4, because if you're using a 0.4 nozzle, that's the width of the nozzle. So 1.2 works well, 1.6 works well, and whatever you want. The thread revolutions, that is how many times it rotates around the cap. Again, this does not have to match the bottle or container that you're measuring. As long as they have the same pitch, you'll be okay. But obviously you want the threads to fit inside the cap. So you wouldn't put this at like 8, because obviously then those aren't going to fit. So keep it at 2, depending on the height of your lid. So even 2 revolutions with this height doesn't work very well, so we'll do 1.5. However, there's another thing you can change to if you do want more revolutions, and that is the very last input, the thread start. So this is taking the measurement from the base of the cap here up to the first thread. So you can see I have this set at 2.5 millimeters. If you needed some extra room, you could take this down to 1, and you can see the thread's lower. I like having a little space right here, but that is also to your preference. So yeah, anyways, you input your things and print it out. Now, a lot of people I've that have commented are concerned about printing this steep angle here. Remember, these threads are pretty small and they're not printing straight across, right? These are printed at an angle. So when you're printing these threads, it's not, the printer doesn't have these huge overhangs just because parts of this thread are on different layers. So I have not run into any problems with these steep overhangs as of yet. However, I'm also not going to claim that this model is going to work for every single possible lid you can encounter. It has worked for all of my lids so far, so that's all I can say. But anyways, there you go. Major diameter, minor diameter, height, pitch. So you got to measure those. And then these are to your preference. And as long as you get your measurements right and you know what clearance your printer is capable of, you can get a really nice fitting lid. The last thing you might need to do is change these chamfers. So it's a little bit harder to make these parametric. So I have these two little chamfers right here, which I believe are the last two things on my timeline. This inside chamfer and outside chamfer you can change, which is right here, depending on how thick your walls are, and then the chamfer on this top lip you can change as well if you need to. And how do you change those is literally just double click on it and then re-enter your size. Okay, next part of the video, I'm just going to very quickly show you how to measure your container or your bottle cap. All right, so I was going to show you how to measure it with my calipers, but I actually have another video on my channel that shows exactly that. I'll put a link in the description. So I'm just going to show you with this diagram that I created. So here are the 4 measurements that you need. So the 2 easy ones, or the easiest one, is the height. You just need to measure from the opening to the base, to the transfer ring. A lot of times there'll be a little ring at the bottom below the threads that go across, and you just need to measure your height so the lid will fit on the cap or on the container. So the pitch is the next one, and you just want to measure the distance between either the middle of each thread, or you could do the top of each thread, but basically you just want the distance between the threads with 1 revolution. And then you have your major diameter and minor diameter. The major diameter is the diameter including the threads, and then the minor diameter is the outside diameter not including the threads. If you don't have a good place to put your calipers for this minor diameter, you could measure the height of the threads and then multiply that by 2, right? 1 for each side. Subtract that from the major diameter, and that will be your minor diameter.